What is up, you guys? This is Silver Fang, and today I'm back with another video, and this is gonna be the occasional One Piece video. It's a debate every year about who's the strongest dude. It's always between it's a dragon, is it Kaido, is it Shanks? Who's the strongest? I'm in the camp that I say that Shanks is the strongest One Piece character. So, but a lot of people disagree. And it got me thinking, well, how could I prove this? How? Well, and it kind of evolved into a how can I prove that Shanks is the strongest? And it evolved into what happened between Shanks and Kaido on their way to Marineford. As you guys know, when the Rescue Ace mission was going on, Kaido decided that he wanted to go to Marineford in full force. Full force. His whole crew was there, King was there, everyone was there. And some way, somehow, on the way there, they ran into Shanks. And who shows up on Marineford? Shanks does. And later we learn that there was some sort of altercation that happened, and that Kaido decided not to go to Marineford. And it's implied, it's like Shanks stopped Kaido. Well, how did Shanks stop Kaido? Because when we see Shanks arrive on Marineford, he doesn't have a scratch on like nothing. He's clean. The dude is clean. So there was this altercation, and Shanks arrives at Marineford clean. Not a scratch on him, not a scratch on anybody on his crew, not a scratch on his ship. The man arrives at Marineford and he's clean. Well, how could that possibly be if he actually fought Kaido? And what I think is he didn't actually fight Kaido. It would be almost impossible if Shanks is capable of this. If Shanks is capable of low diffing Kaido, just turning him back, low diffing Kaido and his whole crew, then this man is a god. He's the greatest thing since Rocks D. Sevek. Like, this dude is like the greatest thing in the world. Like, it'll be almost impossible for him to actually fight Kaido and arrive at Marineford unscathed. It's impossible. There's no way that happened. So, but we do see later on that Shanks is on Kaido's top 5. Shanks is on Kaido's top 5. So why is Shanks on Kaido's top 5? Well, one thing we do know about Kaido is that he respects Conquerors. Conqueror Haki users, he finds them to be a rare breed, only the strongest have it, and he respects each Conqueror to the point where it's like when he meets one, it's either they can join his crew or they can die. So he respects Conquerors. That got me thinking, well, why is Shanks in Kaido's top 5 if they're never fought? If they never fought, why is he on Kaido's top 5? And this got me thinking about Shanks' powers. Why is Shanks strong? Why is he so freaking strong? Why is he highly respected not only in the pirate world, but also the Gorosei and the Marines respect Shanks? Why? And I came to the conclusion that the reason why Shanks is revered is because his Conqueror's Haki, it's so powerful, it's so intensely powerful that he was able, and this is what I think happened, the only way that Kaido could have turned back without fighting Shanks was able to make him turn back, and he's on Kaido's top 5. Why? Because when they met and they had that altercation, what I think happened was that that Shanks conquers Haki. It's so freaking powerful that he was able to knock out every single person in Kaido's crew, with the exception of maybe King and Queen. He was able to knock out everybody in Kaido's crew, with the exception of maybe King and Queen. Possibly they could have been knocked out as well. Possibly. But I don't want to... That would be too crazy. But possibly. And it's like, wow, damn, you're gassing Shanks up way too much. We've never seen anyone do something like this ever. To knock out not only Jack and all these, the Toby Ropo, everybody. We've never seen that from anybody. Who has Conquerors Haki that strong? The answer is no one. So why would I say that Shanks has Conquerors Haki this strong? Like, his Conquerors Haki is immensely powerful. Why would I say this? Well, I looked at every single scene that Shanks has appeared, that they've shown him, and I was able to come up with this for one simple reason. The meeting between Whitebeard and Shanks. Remember, Shanks went there to talk to Whitebeard. Just talk to him. He didn't want any problems. He didn't want to fight Whitebeard. He didn't want to create an issue with Whitebeard. He just wanted to warn them about Teach and warn him about Ace. That's all he wanted to do. But when he gets to the ship, guys in Whitebeard's crew start passing out. Marco says, the weak ones, you should scram. You can't handle the presence of this man. You can't handle the presence. Now, if you are going to Whitebeard's ship and you don't want to start any issues, why would you purposely start knocking out his man? Why would you do that? Why would you purposely start knocking out his man? The answer is he wouldn't. Unless his Conqueror's Haki is so strong that he can't control it completely. He cannot control his Conqueror's Haki completely. And that's why his crew is so small. Because his crew has to be made up of people that can be around this man without immediately passing out. That's why, listen, Shanks is the dude, the Yonko, with the smallest crew. There's like 10 good men. The smallest out of a Yonko? The smallest crew. And then you're like, well, we've seen Shanks around other people, so what do you mean? Well, this is the thing. I read somewhere that it said, like, you don't want to get Shanks angry. You don't want to get this man angry. You don't want to do that. And it's like, why? Well, why Shanks? Well, it's because his emotions are completely tied into his King's Haki. And it's like, the only way that he can control it, and this is gonna sound crazy, but I think the only way that Shanks can control his conquerors is by being drunk, which is why he parties so much. He's always drunk. The man, almost one third of every scene that we've seen Shanks, he's either drinking and partying or completely wasted. So this is what I think, right? His Conqueror's Haki is so immensely powerful that he cannot control it. Which is why people that have met him before, like Whitebeard, Marco, they're like, okay, the weak ones, you better go. He's not doing this on purpose. It's just that his presence is so freaking strong that he cannot control it. So if this is him, he just knocking out fodder. He's just knocking out fodder, right? Without meaning to. Without meaning to at all. Imagine what he could do if he actually flexed his Conquerors Haki. And that is the reason why he's on Kaido's top 5. Because when he met Kaido, he didn't have to fight Kaido. All he did was, Kaido was on his way to Marineford, to where the greatest powers that we knew at the moment were gathered. Whitebeard was there at Kainu, the Admirals, Garp, and Goku. So Kaido was heading there in full force. And Shanks said to Kaido to go home. He warned them, you need to go home. We don't need you on Marineford. Kaido obviously said no. And Shanks just knocked out his entire crew, which left Kaido no choice but to go back home. To go back to Wano. Because even though they didn't fight, because obviously if Kaido and Shanks fought, Shanks obviously he was gonna be bruised. There's no way he can just low diff Kaido. That can't happen. It's impossible. Low diff, not a scratch on the guy, not a scratch on anybody on his crew, not a scratch of, and not even on his ship. There's no way that can happen. So I was thinking, like, what's the way that Kaido was forced to turn back without them having to fight? And then I went through the scenes. I'm like, wait, this guy is knocking out fodder without meaning to. There's no reason why he would. Why would he knock out Whitebeard's fodder? Why? That's inciting a conflict, right? If you're doing it on purpose, you come onto Whitebeard's ship, you just start knocking out his dudes on purpose? No. Whitebeard knows, Marco knows that he doesn't mean to do that. It's just that his Conquerors is so freaking powerful that he cannot control it if he's sober, or if he's tense, or if he's actually serious on a situation, if he's stressed, or he cannot control his Conquerors at all. Which means, what would actually happen if this man actually flexed his Conquerors Haki? If he actually flexed his Conquerors. Remember, Kobe passed out immediately after Shanks stood behind him. Kobe passed out immediately. I don't think Shanks meant to knock out Kobe. I honestly don't think so. Like, purposely? I don't think so. So he did it without meaning to. Without meaning to, he's knocking out all these people. Which means, what would actually happen if he actually flexed? And again, I don't know if anybody has said this before. I'm not sure. I just came up with it. If somebody has said this before, I apologize. If this is your theory, I apologize. I came up with this today, pretty much. Watching a few videos. I came up with it today. And then I started looking at every scene that Shanks has ever appeared. And there hasn't been many. It's like only like 10 or so times that Shanks has been on screen. So I went through all those and I'm like, damn, I might have something here. And by doing that, he immediately gained Kaido's respect, which is why he's on Kaido's top 5 without having to fight at all. Let me know what you guys think. I don't really, honestly, I don't usually do One Piece videos. I don't do chapter reviews. I could do that, but I just feel like there's a lot of people that do it. So it's like, I just drop the occasional One Piece theory. I have a few One Piece videos out there. So if you would like to check those out, please do so. There should be more coming in the future, honestly. I will probably review the entirety of the Wano arc once it's over, because it's a banger for sure. If I come up with any theories, I also post them. So let me know what you think about my theory. Do you think Shanks is really this powerful? His Conquerors is that crazy, and that's why he's on Kaido's top 5? That's why the man is the strongest right now? What you guys think? Let me know. I could be just wanking this man super hard. Maybe that could be the case. But I feel that everything that we've seen of Shanks thus far does point to that. And the fact that he's always partying and drinking, I think it's more of a mechanism for him to control his Conquerors. I feel like he needs to be super calm, super relaxed to control it. And that's why his crew is so small, because he can only be around, which, by the way, if that's the case, that means his crew is a tier above the rest. His crew is a tier above the rest, man. Like, they're all super high quality dudes. So let me know what you guys think. Obviously my mind could change at any moment. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If what I said makes sense, please hit the like button. You can also subscribe to the channel for some more One Piece content. So please let me know what you guys think. I really appreciate your opinion. And with that being said, have an awesome day. Catch you guys in the next one.